Hey guys, this is Frozen Wish Steves here, and welcome back to another video. It's less than a week now before the start of fall 2024 and approaching winter too. I'm talking about the burn months, September, October, November, December. Yeah, I can't believe we're getting really close to Christmas now. Yeah, I can't believe how fast 2024 has been. 2024 has been a fantastic year so far. Yes, it is a step down from 2023, but I would actually put 2024 in my top 10 favorite years for movies list because this year has been fantastic. Especially Deadpool, Wolverine, and Inside Out 2. I doubt any other movie will top those two as my favorite films of the year. But there are still a lot of other movies to be excited for. So yeah, this is what the video is about. I am going to be giving you guys my most anticipated movies for the rest of 2024. Yeah, since I made this list for last year, I might as well do it for this year too. So yeah, we got like plenty of Oscar movies. There are not a lot of blockbusters, not a lot of interesting blockbusters, but there are quite a handful of Oscar films. But of course, well, there are films that I am extremely excited about. So yeah, without further ado, if you want to see my top 10 most anticipated movies of fall 2024, then just keep watching. First, let's start off with 5 honorable mentions. And my honorable mentions are Wolves, The Killer's Game, Nosferatu, A Complete Unknown, and last but not least, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Yeah, Sonic 3 came very close to making my top 10, but there's just 10 other films that I am hyped for. At number 10, The Wild Robot. Yeah. I know you guys are surprised that this is low on the list because based on just how much I praised the teaser trailer and how much I've expressed my hype for it, it may seem like I would have put this film much higher on the list. Yeah, sure. The teaser trailers of this film is phenomenal and quite possibly the best DreamWorks trailer period. It's either that or the How to Train Dragon 3 The Hidden World trailers. However, the second trailer did, decline my expectations. Yeah, my excitement did decline upon the second trailer. But at least it still is enough for me to make the top 10. It just can't be any higher, especially in comparison to the other films. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the second trailer. The official trailer was good, but it just didn't really have the same impact. It didn't have that, yeah, pack as much of a punch as the teaser trailer. Yeah, it still looks very good. It looks very heartwarming. The story looks very original, even though it's based on a book. It still looks like it's an original film. The animation's gorgeous. Yeah, they're once again using the Spyverse animation style, which I feel like a part of me feels like people will only praise DreamWorks if they use the Spyverse animation style, which is why Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was praised. And I hear a lot of people saying that they hope that Shrek 5 will use the Spyverse animation style. Well, I hope that Shrek 5 will be in CG. But yeah, I do think that people overhate CG animation now. I mean, I feel like that's why Kung Fu Panda 4 is hated because it's not the Spyverse animation style that they wanted. But either way, yeah, Wild Robot looks fantastic, and I predict that Wild Robot is going to be the best DreamWorks animated film of the 2020s decade. I'm calling it right now, and this could be the first DreamWorks masterpiece since How to Train Dragon 3 and maybe Abominable. But I still can't decide if I would give Abominable 5 stars or 4.5 stars. You'll just have to wait and see because I will eventually review Abominable for its 5th anniversary this October, I guess. So yeah. And I know people are saying that Wild Robot is going to be the best animated film of the year. It's likely going to win best animated feature at the Oscars. We'll see about best animated feature. I can see it happening, but my money goes to either Inside Out 2 or Lord of the Rings. The War of the Rohirrim, which, spoiler alert, it will make the list, but I want Inside Out 2 to win. Plus, honestly already know that this movie is not going to top Inside Out 2 was the best anime film of the year. Yeah, Pixar is going to destroy DreamWorks. At number 9, Megalopolis. Yeah, my second most anticipated movie of September 2024. Everyone already knows what my most anticipated movie of next month is. You will eventually see it higher in the list, but yeah. Yeah, So yeah, if you guys don't know what Megalopolis is, this is basically the it's basically the new film from Francis Ford Coppola, who directed the Godfather, which the Godfather is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time list. I absolutely love the Godfather, and I'm also a fan of Apocalypse Now too. Apocalypse Now, it would be my favorite movie of 1979. But yeah, Megalopolis looks like it could be another Francis Ford Coppola films. I haven't been blown away by Francis Ford Coppola films since Bram Stoker's Dracula, which I think is a highly underrated film. I know Francis Ford Coppola has been going downhill nowadays, but Megalopolis looks like it's going to be his return to form for his classic films. Because this is a film where it looks like he's caring. Now, from what I heard, basically what Francis Ford Coppola has been doing is that he's been making films for the studio. Like, he hasn't made his past few films haven't been auteur films. Like, as you know, films with like the director's artistic vision. He's just making studio films, which is why his films have been shit lately. But but he's doing this all for his film. So this is clearly Francis Ford Coppola's a passion project. And even though this movie did get divisive reviews from Cannes, and even stirred up a bunch of controversies, including a recent controversy where the latest trailer for this film would included fake quotes from critics saying, "Oh, The Godfather and Apocalypse Now and Bram Stoker's Dracula sucks." Like, they used a bunch of fake critic quotes just to convince people that the critics are wrong about Megalopolis, and in the future they will eventually see Megalopolis as a masterpiece, like, as in the critics will appreciate it more, because like, yeah, you can tell that they're really in denial that this film is going to the film is actually bad. They're in denial about the critics, but I don't care what the critics say. I am still down to see this film, and hopefully this movie actually comes out in theaters in my country. According to IMDb, it said that it's going to come out on September 25, but I just hope it's true, because sometimes IMDb release dates can be inaccurate. But yeah, this movie looks absolutely convincing. It looks absolutely breathtaking. Like, it looks like it's going to be like another Babylon. It's going to be this year's Babylon. I'm here for it. The cast looks amazing. Like Adam Driver, Natalie Emmanuel. By the way, I'm going to be seeing her latest film, The Killer, soon. I am the John Woo remake. But I know she'll be way better in this film. But anyway, I don't even think I'll talk about The Killer in my channel, so whatever. Aubrey Plaza, Giancarlo Esposito, Shia LaBeouf. Even though I think Shia LaBeouf is incredibly overrated, I think this could be his best performance to date. And you got so many, even Talia Shire, who was in The Godfather. Just so many great casts here. And the visuals of this film look gorgeous, and the story sounds completely original. So I think that this is I predict that this is gonna be the best Lionsgate movie of the year. Sure, Lionsgate may have struggled this month with Borderlands, even though I still like Borderlands and I don't plan on changing my mind on it. I still defend Borderlands and The Crow, which thankfully Lionsgate does look promising in September. You already saw The Killer's Game in my honorable mentions, and then you got this one. This is gonna be the best Lionsgate movie of the year. I'm calling it right now. Sure, I highly doubt this will top Apocalypse Now, or especially The Godfather as his best film, but this is gonna be his best modern film. I absolutely call it. At number 8, Anora. Yeah, Anora, the the Best Picture winner at the Cannes Film Festival. I don't know how you pronounce the award, the Cannes Award for Best Film, but yeah. Regardless, yeah, Anora won the award. Anora was considered to be the best movie at at Cannes Film Festival. And although yes, I don't usually put films like this in my most anticipated list. I don't put art house films. Like I rarely do that. However, upon viewing the trailer for Anora, it really elevated my hype for this film. Yeah, Neon is on a roll lately. I mean, I am planning to review Longlegs for Halloween season for my Halloween content. Longlegs is amazing, but I highly predict that Anora will be the best neon film of the year. Now, one of the main reasons why I'm hyped for Anora is because of Mikey Madison. Yeah, as you all know, yeah, I am a fan of Mikey Madison. Her character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Sadie. Yeah, she was my favorite character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, alongside all the other Manson films, the Manson family members, specifically Austin Butler and Maya Hawke, and yeah, but Mikey Madison just stood out. Yeah, Mikey Madison has this gorgeous this Mikey Madison has this really energy to her, like she really is over the top, and she's damn hot as well, and yeah, she played a Manson family member in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, one of the antagonists, and she even played my favorite Ghostface killer in my favorite Ghostface killer in the Scream franchise, Amber Freeman from Scream 5, yeah, which is neck to neck with Scream 6 as my favorite. And Scream 5 is my favorite January movie of all time. So yeah, I love it. But this film is something else because while we've been seeing I've been seeing Mikey Madison as the villain in the film. This is basically this is gonna be the first time I'm seeing Mikey Madison in a role that isn't that where she's not the villain. So she's basically like playing a protagonist role. This is gonna be a very different. This is gonna be very different for her, and yeah, this is gonna be very different for me seeing a different side of Mikey Madison. And besides that, yeah, this looks like a very heartwarming story. It looks like an R-rated version of a Disney movie, and I'm down for that. Yeah, and also, yeah, it also looks very magical. It looks very heartwarming. It looks like it's gonna be vastly entertaining, and also like the fact that this movie is gonna take place in Las Vegas, my favorite my favorite U.S. Location. Yeah, it's gonna be really fascinating. Hopefully, this movie gets a theatrical release in my country. I am going to be definitely seeing this film in theaters. Otherwise, I'll have to see this film online. So yeah. And also, I can see this film winning Best Picture at the Oscars too, since it won the Cannes. And I don't know what other films can win Best Picture besides this. Maybe Blitz with Sashiro. Sorry for that. Maybe Blitz, the new Steve McQueen film. But I can kind of see this one winning. I know I said I wanted Dune Buggy to win Best Picture, but if the Oscars are gonna go for a more original film, it's this one. At number 7, Y2K. Yeah, my most anticipated A24 film for the rest of the year. Yeah, so if you don't know what Y2K is, it's basically like this is the end, but with robots, but with robots. So yeah, it's basically like a comedic horror film. It's another horror film from A24, and basically the plot for this film is about the plot for this film is about New Year's Eve in 1999, where a bunch of teenagers would be in a New Year's Eve party, and then they would have to like fight against they're facing against an attempt to end the world. Yeah, they must pretty much stop it. This movie looks really good. This movie looks, yeah, that trailer was absolutely dope, and This was actually this was actually my most anticipated movie of December 2024 at one point, but now it's not. So yeah, I think that yeah, this honestly has a chance of topping Civil War as my favorite A24 film of the year. Although we'll see about that, maybe or maybe not. But yeah, Y2K just looks damn awesome. It looks so much fun. Like I'm actually glad that A24 is going out of the way to make bonkers and fun films like this one, and also Everything Ever All at Once. No, yeah, it definitely won't top Everything Ever All at Once as the best A24 film, but yeah, but if this ends up being the best A24 film of the year, I am not going to be surprised at all. Yeah, and this one also does have a great cast of Jada Martell, Julian Dennison, who you may know from Deadpool 2, and of course Rachel Zegler. Yeah, yeah. That's she's actually the main reason why I am hyped for this film, and I put this in my most anticipated movies of the rest of the year list because of Rachel Zegler. Yeah, Rachel Zegler is one of my favorite actresses, the most overhated actresses. I'm glad that people aren't pissed about the fact that she's in this film, despite Snow White getting the unsurprising backlash. Yeah, this is by far my most anticipated upcoming film from Rachel Zegler. No, it's not gonna be her best role. I don't think any Rachel Zegler roles will top Maria from West Side Story. But yeah, this film this like a fun film. Maybe Anora, maybe it's based on like what objective quality. Maybe Anora could be the better film and Megalopolis, but just for like the sake of just me just hyping it up. But yeah, I'm more hyped for Y2K. Okay, so yeah, enough of the indie films. Now let's get into the big blockbusters. As number six, Gladiator 2. Yeah, I didn't give Gladiator 2 enough credit when I reviewed this trailer in my trailer review because Gladiator 2 looks a lot better. Than I remembered. The more I rewatch the more I rewatch the Gladiator 2 trailer, the more I get hyped for it, and this film just looks epic as hell. Now the first Gladiator movie is undefeatable. I already know that this won't be better than the first film. Because the first Gladiator is my favorite Ridley Scott film and one of my favorite Best Picture winners. So the fact that a Best Picture winner even got a sequel in the first place is absolutely outstanding, and this film just looks epic. I know this film got some this trailer had some backlash for its choice of music being a rap, but I personally didn't mind at all. I didn't mind I didn't mind the trailer, and also the fact that some people just hate the fact that this film exists in the first place. Yeah, sure, we didn't need a Gladiator 2. A Gladiator sequel, it wasn't needed, but the trailers did show some promise that this could at least be another Ridley Scott masterpiece. I haven't called a Ridley Scott movie a masterpiece since the Martian, which is my second favorite Ridley Scott film, and we got the vastly underrated The Last Duel, which it's not perfect, but it's still a great film. But then he made some real stinkers like House of Gucci and Napoleon. Napoleon, it's not okay. Well, I wouldn't say Napoleon is a stinker, but it is a massive disappointment. Yeah. But unlike Napoleon, where I was hyped for it, but then it ended up being a letdown. I honestly doubt Gladiator 2 will be that. I highly doubt Gladiator 2 will disappoint because I am a massive Gladiator fan, and the trailers did nothing but impress me. The visuals look amazing. The scale, the scope of it all, it looks so big. It looks like a big major blockbuster. The Gladiators matches looks like it's gonna be taken to a whole new level. Even though I don't think it's gonna be as epic as the Gladiator fights in the first film, and even got some amazing cast here like Paul Mescal, who I don't think mainstream audiences would know because Paul Mescal is mostly started indie films, so this is his first blockbuster. But Paul Mescal is one of those actors who can do no wrong, so I totally trust him. Uh, and you got Denzel Washington, Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn especially. Yeah, Joseph Quinn is my most anticipated character in the film. And yeah, Joseph Quinn is on a roll with this, with starring in big blockbusters. I think that this will be the better Joseph Quinn movie of 2024 than A Quiet Place Day One. And yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely excited for this film. Yeah, bring on November. So yeah, at number five, Wicked. Yeah, pretty much the other parts of Wickhater, aka the Wicked and Gladiator 2, the Barbenheimer of 2024. And I know that more people are, I know that people are more excited for Gladiator 2. I've seen a lot of people say that they're Team Gladiator 2 over Team Wicked, but to me personally, I'm certainly Team Wicked. Yeah, yeah, this movie looks so good, man. Now, I absolutely love the Broadway show, especially with Idina Menzel being cast as Elphaba. I have seen the Wicked. I have seen the Wicked Broadway musical as in the stage musical back in 2014. Not starring Idina Menzel because she only starring it for the actual Broadway, as in like New York, like and anywhere in the U.S. But yeah, but Wicked is amazing. It's not just it's not just another Wizard of Oz movie, but yeah, it's not just another Wizard of Oz movie, but it's literally Wicked. This is basically a prequel of Wizard of Oz. But dare I say, I think that this movie looks like it could be the best Wizard of Oz movie since the original. Wizard of Oz. It looks absolutely stunning. The visual effects look absolutely mind-blowingly gorgeous. Already the best depiction of Oz yet. And you can clearly tell that the production values. They really put a lot into this production values. And it looks like it's gonna be a big film. And also the fact that this movie is going to be split into two parts, just based on that long 3 minutes and 3.5 minute trailer, you can clearly tell that they're really going out of their way to be faithful to the Broadway musical. Yeah, this could be the greatest Broadway musical adaptation ever made. And also the cast too. Michelle Yeoh as possibly as the villain. Jeff Goldblum as Oz. Cynthia Erivo as Glinda. Even though I will admit, though, I was a little concerned with the casting of Cynthia Erivo as the Wicked Witch upon first announcement, especially after seeing her in Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio as the Blue Fairy. Ugh. But she definitely looks a lot promising in the trailer. But of course, you got my favorite Wizard of Oz character, Glinda. Well, technically, my second favorite Wizard of Oz character. My favorite Wizard of Oz character is easily Dorothy. But but in this film, I guarantee you, Glinda's gonna be the best character, and Ariana. Sorry, I always said Ariana the boss. What's her name? Ariana Green. Sorry, my bad. But I'm sure you know Ariana Grande. Yeah, sorry if I screwed it up. But yeah, the actress playing her, Ariana Grande, looks like she'd knock it. She's going to knock it out of the park with the Wicked, and she's gorgeous. She's already one of my crushes of the year, and I predict that that the songs that Ariana Grande sings in this film is gonna be her best song, some of her greatest songs of that she has ever sung. So yeah, between this and Gladiator 2, I am gonna see this one first, for damn sure. And also, yeah, John M. Chu, I totally trust him in musicals, especially after In the Heights. Now, I don't think that this will top In the Heights as the best John M. Chu film, but this will surely prove that John M. Chu is one of the best directors to helm musical movies. At number four, my most anticipated Disney movie for the rest of the year, Moana 2. Moana 2 was my most anticipated animated film for the rest of the year, but if you like pay attention to to the movies you've seen on this list so far, you may notice that there's one movie that has not that I have yet to talk about. So you can probably guess that one animated movie. So you can probably guess that Moana 2 isn't quite my most anticipated animated film for fall 2024 anymore, but one thing's for sure, this is my most anticipated movie of November 2024. And y'all know that November is my favorite month for movies, so of course I can't wait for November. Moana 2 looks absolutely. Moana 2 is a sequel that I personally did not see coming, but this one looks promising to not only live up to not only recapture the magic of the first Moana, but also be even better as well. That new trailer was absolutely phenomenal. I highly predict it's gonna top the first film. Moana has never looked more gorgeous than ever. Moana is honestly damn hot in this one. I don't care anyone else says. Maui's back, great. And this also looks even bigger in scope than the first film because not only is the journey gonna have Moana and Maui together, but Moana's also gonna bring in a crew from the island. Now that is something. I assume it's the same people who sang who Moana sailed with in like the end of the first one when they sang, "We know the way." And also the villain of the film. So it's apparently revealed recently that the villain of this film is going to be called Matangi. And based on the trailers, she looks absolutely threatening as hell, and it looks like it's gonna have bigger and larger stakes than the first film. And the animation is already an upgrade. This really shows how far animation has come in terms of gorgeous looking animation. Definitely down for this one. At number three, Beetlejuice. The movie to start of fall 2024, and this is actually going to be the next movie I'm seeing in theaters. Beetlejuice. Now, I think I've talked enough about my hype for this film, so I'm gonna keep it brief. But so this is a film that Jenna Ortega is in, and Jenna Ortega is the main reason why I'm hyped for Beetlejuice. Now I love the first Beetlejuice. It's my favorite Tim Burton movie, but I already know that this sequel is going to top the first Beetlejuice because it already does look better. It already looks better. Is it the most necessary sequel ever? No, but I guarantee it will top the first film. I'll admit that maybe this movie wouldn't have been the same if it wasn't for Jenna Ortega, but as a Wednesday fan myself, this movie it's gonna be special, based on the fact that this is going to be a film where Tim Burton and Jenna Ortega once again work together since they were together in Wednesday. And Wednesday is one of my favorite shows of all time. I think I should rewatch Wednesday tonight. I'm probably gonna start rewatching Wednesday tonight, and I will eventually review Wednesday on my channel. I am so ready for this. I cannot wait to see Jenna Ortega on the big screen again. This is gonna be the Scream 6 of 2024, even though maybe not, it won't be as good as Scream 6. But just based on Tim Burton's track record, I guarantee you this will be his best film yet. Even though it won't top Wednesday as his best work, I don't think this will be as good as Wednesday. But I'm so ready for this film. At number two, my most anticipated animated film for the rest of the year, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. I think you already guessed that I would eventually put this as my most anticipated animated film of the year. Even though I am, hyped for Moana too. Moana isn't really a film that I would consider one of Disney's absolute best. Well, maybe, but I don't think Moana 2 will be like another Frozen 2 or Wish. But I still think I love Moana 2. But Lord of the Rings: The War of the Rohirrim is something else. Because you know what else I'm a fan of besides Disney animated films, adult animated films, whether it's PG-13 or R, or and Lord of the Rings, and this film is basically both of them. Now I know there's no MPAA rating yet, but this YouTuber named the Vets says that this movie is going to be PG-13, and I do believe him. Because Vets is one of my favorite YouTubers. I actually forgot to put him in my top 5 favorite YouTubers of all time. This in my community post. He, go check out his channel, by the way. Yes, I mean, he did say that he predicts this film will flop because it won't have the mass audience appeal, and I can kind of see that. It's kind of a shame because because of the fact that this is anime and animated, let alone anime. Yeah, people. A lot of people don't even like the idea of a lot of people are not a fan of the decision to make Lord of the Rings anime in the first place, and then they're even some say that they would prefer live action, and even got the kids. Are kids actually going to watch this film? We'll have to see about that. But I know it's kind of a question right now if people will actually show up to this film because it's Lord of the Rings. Will this film be a box office hit or a flop? We'll have to see. But I hope it does make money at the box office. Please do not make this another Furiosa. But yeah, this movie looks absolutely epic. It looks absolutely massive in scale. And the animation looks gorgeous. The animation does look. I can see the animation appealing to a mainstream audiences, even those who don't watch anime, because the animation style is basically Avatar: The Way of Water. No, sorry, shit. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Sorry, why did I say Way of Water? My bad. The animation kind of looks like the Last Airbender. So Last Airbender appeals to mass audiences, so I think the animation will appeal to them too. And the action scenes look absolutely epic. And the action scenes actually give me Princess Mononoke vibes. Yeah, this film is basically Avatar: The Last Airbender meets Princess Mononoke meets Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it still does have the Lord of the Rings feel, but with anime. And I think that this would probably be the best. And dare I say, this could be my favorite Lord of the Rings movie since Return of the King. Now, maybe I think it'll be on the same level as Fellowship of the Ring. We'll see which one I'll prefer, this or Fellowship. Now, I mean, I know I won't top Return of the King because The Lord of the Rings Return of the King is my favorite live action movie of all time and my third favorite movie of all time. So I don't see how in any way, shape, or form this could top Return of the King. But if it ends up being my second favorite Lord of the Rings movie, I'd be stunned. Although again, we'll see between this or Fellowship, because Fellowship of the Ring is my favorite movie of 2001. As you all know, either that or Monsters Inc. I'll have to see for myself. And also Hera Hammerhead, the main heroine of this movie. She is already my new Lord of the Rings crush. And she is one of my fictional crushes all this year. She looks so damn sexy. Yeah, she's my crush, and she's gonna be the standout of this film for damn freaking sure. I can definitely see that happening, and this could also be she could be my favorite Lord of the Rings character in general. Oh, and also Eowyn, who if you guys don't know, is my favorite Lord of the Rings character. She's going to be in this film with Miranda Otto reprising her role. Yeah, Miranda Otto is the one Lord of the Rings actress from the live action films to actually return in this film. So that is cool, and I love how it's her out of all Lord of the Rings cast members. One of my favorite scenes of Return of the King was, I am no man. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Hera, there are some people out there, I've seen some comments of people criticize this film for making Helm Hammerhead's daughter, Hera Hammerhead, the main protagonist and a strong female character. They're immediately calling her a Mary Sue and woke. Oh my goodness. People, stop hating on female characters. It's not that hard. Why are you always so bitchy about female characters? Honestly, I gotta say, fuck off, people. Yeah, stop. Yeah, you all are sexist bigots. Just shut up. Yeah, please shut up. If yeah, please just shut up. Yeah, for those of you who hate this, who are hating on this film just because it has a strong female lead, then I'm sorry. Your opinion is not respected. I genuinely hope that people will actually go like support this film. This film needs to be supported. And I'm sorry if you don't support the animated films like this, like the more mature adult animated films or TV shows, and only like pay attention to the ones made for kids. Then I'm sorry, you're a fake animation fan. You have no respect for animation, and clearly you clearly see animation as a kids genre, even though you go out of your way to defend them, saying, "Oh, but it's not just for kids." Well, if you want to prove that animation is not just for kids, then support animated films like this. Yeah. Now, yes, I don't think this will top Inside Out 2 as the best animated film of the year, but it'll be my second favorite animated film. I won't be mad if this wins Best Animated Feature at the Oscars. I won't be mad if it beats Inside Out 2. I mean, yeah, but it came close to being my number one. In fact, it could have been my most anticipated film for the rest of the year. Maybe it will one day, but we'll see. But as of right now, my number one most anticipated movie for the rest of 2024 is Joker Fully Ado. Yep, that's right. Joker 2 is my most anticipated. Yeah. Honestly, looking back at all my videos that I make, pretty much my video on why I'm skeptical about Joker 2, why I think Joker 2 being a musical, is honestly probably the worst video I've ever made. I will delete that one day, but I'll see when. But yeah, honestly, I kind of felt stupid for making that video, because I actually am now sold on the idea of Joker 2 being a quote-unquote musical. But based on what I heard, this one would basically... The songs in this film will basically be like dialogue driven. Like, we'll just see characters, singing normally, like normal people, without trying to fantasize it as a musical. That's actually the right decision to do. That, like, it actually makes sense in the context of this film, and now it makes a lot more sense for this to be a musical. So I love the first Joker film. It's probably my favorite DC film besides the Dark Knight. It is an absolute masterpiece and one of the best movies of 2019. And of course, I think Joker 2 looks as good. Will it be better than the first? Well, it'll be hard to say, but it could be on par with Joker 1. I can kind of see that happening, but it looks like this film is maintaining... It looks like everything we've loved about the first Joker film. It looks like this film is maintaining that from from just the dark, gritty, and realistic tone to it, to Joaquin Phoenix giving a spectacular performance. Now, yes, I will admit, I don't think Joaquin Phoenix looks as good as in the first film performance-wise. I think it does look like a step down, his performance. Because his performance in the first film was Oscar-winning, but I don't think this film will get him to win an Oscar. And it looks a little less Oscar-worthy, but still... And of course, you got what could possibly be my favorite Harley Quinn, Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn, who I think is going to be the best character in the Joker universe. Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn is already upgrading itself from the original film, and I might review A Star Is Born since it's another Lady Gaga film, and all that stuff. And it looks like it's gonna be bigger than the first film, especially with a longer run and more ambitious runtime. And this film just looks amazing. Now I don't it definitely won't top Deadpool Wolverine as my favorite as the best comic book film of the year. But surely it'll be a close second. Sadly, this year was not the best for comic book films, especially with films like Madam Web and The Crow being disappointments. Venom: The Last Assassin and Kraven the Hunter looks solid, but not like up to standards with the kind of superhero films that I love. It's just this and Deadpool Wolverine. But I'm proud. But either way, yes, I am proud to put Joker Folie à Deux as my number one most anticipated movie for the rest of 2024. So for my top 10 most anticipated movies for the rest of the year list, what are your thoughts what is your most anticipated movie for the rest of the year? Who agrees with me that it's Joker 2, or is it something else? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for a special extreme epic rant video. What is it? Well, you'll see for yourself. And I know that you guys will absolutely love it. So yeah, bye guys.